Anthony Slater here with Eric Horn inside the Peak after a Thunder win over the Grizzlies, another blowout of the Grizzlies. 112-94 tonight, an 18-point win. It was 20 at halftime, and it kind of just stuck right around that 15 to 20 range in the second half. Was never really in doubt. There wasn't like a huge story of the night, but I guess the story of the day is Kevin Durant returned surprisingly early from his sprained toe. Goes 2 of 10 in the first half, but then has a great second half, 7 of 8 shooting, and finishes with 26 points, 17 rebounds.
Yeah, dominant third quarter he had. I think he was 5 for 5. You said he had 9 rebounds in that quarter. His 17 rebounds tied the season high for a Thunder player. He tied Russell Westbrook's 17 he had a few weeks back. And Durant doesn't look like he's missed a step, and he looked pretty good and led the Thunder offense tonight, and he got good bench production as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You mentioned the bench. I mean, I think that was maybe the key to the game. The Thunder starters roll out to about a 9-point lead. And that's happened recently. It happened against the Kings last game, and then the bench gave it right back. Tonight, they actually stretched that lead. Dion Waiters' best game in a while. 6 of 7 shooting, 3 assists. But yeah, I mean, Cameron Payne hit 2 big threes. The bench, you had to be encouraged.
Yeah. I mean, especially to see Dion Waiters get back on the board. I mean, he'd really had a bad 10-game stretch since the Cleveland loss. Yeah. And to see him get back, shoot his highest percentage of the year, have his highest point total in a few weeks, it was really encouraging to see him lead that second unit.
The Thunder now goes out on what will be his longest road trip of the season, shockingly. 3 games.
Los Angeles. Not even that long.
Yeah, it's not long at all. I mean, that's what happens when you're a centralized team. But anyways, Los Angeles Lakers Friday night, Portland on Sunday, and then Tuesday in Minnesota. This is with Durant's back healthy now and this team playing pretty well, this is a road trip they could easily sweep if they play well.
Yeah, it's a chance for some of these, and it's another chance for some of the bench guys to get some more minutes too. I mean, Mitch McGary got in a little bit late tonight. I mean, the Lakers should be one of those games where they win by 20, 25 points. You might have your starters sitting in the third quarter in that game, and you might see some of the younger guys get in, like Payne get some more run, Mitch McGary. And then you're going up against Portland, who's a struggling team, and Minnesota's not great either. So you got a chance to sweep a road trip, and I mean, that'll be great, bring confidence home with that.
Quick favorite play of the night: Steven Adams no-look pass, which he enjoyed, or the Russell Westbrook Euro step make, and then he enjoyed it so much he decided to Euro step his way back to the huddle, and then everyone started Euro stepping.
My favorite move of the night was neither. My favorite move of the night was Westbrook getting upset about a particular call, and he ran up the stanchion like Bo Jackson did against the wall when he played for the Royals or the White Sox or whatever. And it was one of these freakish plays where Westbrook was almost like horizontal when he ran up the stanchion and he like slapped the backboard. It just showed the crazy athleticism that Russell Westbrook has. But yes, the Euro step was pretty sweet too.
We're about to send you the clips. Check out Cam Payne's description of it. It was enjoyable. But here's Cam, Billy, a couple other players.
And check out Russell Westbrook's poncho.
He was wearing a poncho tonight. National TV game, he's going to rock something. Here they are.
To start the game, we were, I think, pretty focused defensively. It was, I thought we made some improvements from our last game where, Sacramento's a terrific transition offensive team, but I thought tonight we did a better job, concentration, focus. I think we withstood some of their runs. Defensively, I thought Steven, maybe he's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but did a great job post-defense wise, made it very, very difficult down there. He was very, very physical. And then I think, as I said before the game started about Dion, his shots fell, but he was getting guys shots, he was defending, he was doing other things, he was active, and I hope for him, even though the ball did go in the basket a little bit more, there was other things that he did to really contribute. So I thought overall it was a good win. And obviously we go on the road now for 3 games where we're going to need to carry over this kind of concentration and focus that we had today, going and playing 3 on the road now.
Coach, Kevin had a little slow start shooting, but was able, almost like you were talking about with Dion, helping in other ways, dominate on the boards. Just talk about his overall performance.
Well, like I've said this many times about Kevin, like even when he's injured or hurt, he's always going to do something to push the limits, to try to get himself back, to try to get himself better. He did start off, didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but over a period of time in the course of the game, more often than not, he's going to get himself going. And he did a lot of really, really good things tonight. He passed the ball. Same thing with Russell. I thought they were very, very aggressive with Russell and Kevin in pick and rolls. I thought those 2 guys did a good job trying to find people and move the ball. So overall, Kevin, I'm sure, getting back into his rhythm coming off the injury. this is a good game, I think, for him to do that.
Dean Blevins, News 9. Coach, one of your best first halves in the season?
Well, I thought it was a little bit of a catch-22 because our defensive numbers looked unbelievable in the first half. I did think we did a much better job defensively. We did a good job, but we got a little bit too loose at different points in that first half, and we gave up some open shots that they did not make. They missed some shots. But overall, we were able to bounce back and sustain a level of intensity there. I thought we got really sloppy offensively in the third quarter. I think we had 8 turnovers in that quarter. That was not a great quarter offensively. Memphis, I thought, tried to turn up their heat, their pressure. They tried to play a little bit more physical. We were in the bonus early. I thought we really had an opportunity to open up the game. I think we had 3 or 4 stops there in a row, and we must have had 2 or 3 turnovers on the break, which kind of allowed them to hang around.
Talk about how the bench is able to keep that lead that the starters are able to build upon. It's been a problem in the past. Why is the bench being so effective now?
When we get in the game, we just change the pace. We want to push the ball. We had to bounce back from last game. But the main thing is just keep the pace going. Just take what the defense gives us, just keep a solid game.
What do you think of that Russell Euro stuff that he seemed to enjoy?
We call it just swag daddies. That was a great move. He swagged them up, That was a good move.
Just the Euros is swag daddy, or any good move?
Any good move is swag daddies. We got to sauce it up. All that. He the king of. You see him after he. Swag daddy. Look at the hat. It says swag.
Last couple of weeks, we've been talking about you wanting to rebound the ball better. 17 tonight. Where do you think you did a better job?
I think on the perimeter, our guys did a good job of contesting, and our bigs did a good job of boxing out. It makes it a little easier, for guys like me, Russell, the wing players to go get rebounds when the bigs do all the work. So I just try to get down there as much as I can and grab those long rebounds and get out and get some easy points.
Quick recovery. That obviously the toe held up fine, huh?
Yeah, it was good. I tried and staff did a good job the last few days, and I'm happy to be back playing.
Was this just not as bad as the one last year because you played the 2 games, had one, or you missed 2, played 1, and then missed 2?
Yeah, that one last year was way worse. It was I don't even want to talk about it. It was so bad, but this one was just a little jam toe, and I was glad it wasn't as worse as it could have been.
What's the difference for you in the second half versus the first?
Nothing. I think I rebounded the ball. I think that's what I want to do coming into this game. I missed some good shots in the first half, and I came back in the halftime and just told myself every shot has to be, schoolwork. Now I have to focus, on every shot now because I missed so many early on. It could have been a 2 for 17 night for me, and so I tried to turn it into something good in that second half. So I just tried to stay locked in on every shot, shoot good ones, and be aggressive. I think rebounding got me going.
Dion was really struggling going into this game. Was it good to see him get back on track and kind of lead the bench for you ultimately?
Yeah, I was definitely happy for him. He came out and played a great basketball game all the way around. Drove the ball to the rim, finished well, passed well, defended well. So we don't need him to continue to do that.
When you guys get out and running like that early, how does that set the tone, the pace for the whole game?
It's key. It's good for our defense. It gives an opportunity to kind of get back and get set and not always score. So it's good for us.
Dion had an outstanding game. What does that add to your overall effectiveness as a club when you get that from him?
It's good, man. I think I did a good job of attacking, staying aggressive, playing the way he's supposed to play, and did a good job tonight.
What was the key in your mind to the defensive effort?
Being physical. Probably did a good job of limiting it to one shot, getting out of the break, and using our 107 to our advantage.